Spiky Nation, Cowboy Nation, what's going on? Been a while. There's a lot that's happened since the last time I spoke about the Cowboys. You know, we're not too high, but hey, we're looking okay right now. You know, what was the argument before? It was we can't beat a good team, or a team over 500, or whatever else they wanted to say back then. We couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Now what is it? I haven't heard anything since we beat the Eagles. You know, now it's going to be, oh, it's just the regular season. You know, typical shit like that. Makes no sense. And the Dak praise, the Dak MVP talks now, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. Let me take my glasses off so y'all can see me. I don't want to hear it. Listen, I'm critical of Dak sometimes, man. I am. But that's because I know how fucking good he is. I know how great he is. I know that he can lead the team to a Super Bowl. Like, that's why I be critical of him. Everybody else is critical of him just because. Why? Why? Like, what? I mean, he's been one of the most consistent quarterbacks in the NFL. When he's not dealing with something, injury, his team, shit defense, bad coaching. I mean, it's been evident the last almost 3 years now that it's a steady increase of consistency. Or it's been consistency, so there's been a steady increase of performance. And that's been evident. I mean, you can look at the tape, you can look at the stats, you can look at the record, you can, whatever it is. It's always that phrase they say, it's always pushing the goalpost. Like, Dallas is the only team that they do that for. There's been plenty of losses that other teams have taken this season that are way worse than, you know, Dallas losing to Arizona or Dallas losing to Philly the first time by 5 in a game of inches where the football guys just weren't on Dallas' side. And they lost by 5 on the road. And then their other loss against the 49ers. Let me tell you something about that game. That offensive line was hurt. The whole offensive line was hurt, other than Zach Martin and Tyler Smith or Biotish or somebody. But 3 of the most important ones weren't there. Tyron Smith wasn't there. I don't think Tyler Smith was there. And I don't think Terrence Steele was playing either. And you add on top of that, the offense was new, you know, Mike McCarthy's system. Mike McCarthy calling the plays. New weapons on offense. A little different from last year, but you know, they don't take those things into account when it's Dallas, you know. And we're not allowed to get over the hump. We're not allowed to take these losses and learn from them and get better, which is exactly what we've done. All the other teams get praised if they overcome some obstacles and they're sitting at 8-6 or whatever the fuck, you know. At this point, they're just above 500 or whatever. Like, teams that are two wins more than losses, they get more praise than Dallas does. Dallas is always looked at it as, what can they do better, or what are they not doing good, or what did the other team not do good for Dallas to beat them. It's never Dallas getting credit for winning the games that people are saying that they're not supposed to win. Like, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? And on top of that, if Dallas can go out there and beat Philly the way that they beat Philly, they're the best team in the NFL. The Eagles, right? They didn't score offensively. They didn't score. They'll say, oh, yeah, they fumbled. They could have scored. But they fumbled. Those are turnovers. If Dallas turned the ball over 3 times, didn't score offensively, and got beat by 20, all hell would have broke loose. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. No. Like, and that's what I'm saying, man. And that's the thing that I always have a problem with. The consistency in the bullshit statements. Like, it doesn't go both ways. It never goes both ways. It's always one way. And that's against Dallas, no matter what. And the Dak hate's got to stop. Y'all just hate to see a black man win. That's what it is. If it's Tom Brady, y'all are praising him. And I'm white. I can say this. That's what it is. You hate to see a black man thriving. Dak is thriving in life right now. Not just football. His life, he's thriving. And that's amazing. If you're a decent human being, you love to see somebody make it through all the adversity that they've been through and succeed in life. That is exactly what Dak Prescott is doing. He is succeeding in life. The shit that he's been through, bro, he's a fucking leader. He's a hell of a quarterback. I don't like to say Super Bowl, so I'm not going to say, but if there is a quarterback that we could have for this team to lead us to said Super Bowl, it's Dak Prescott. And I've been critical of Dak, of course. Who hasn't been? But most of the time, it's critical of just the Cowboys in general. Like, that's what fandom is, man. That's what fandom is. It's not going back and forth with somebody who doesn't even know football. Like, if you know football and you love the team that you watch, like you've been watching them since you can remember, which is what I've been doing with the Cowboys. I've been watching them since I could fucking remember anything. Like, people are losing the essence of, like, passion in their team. And that just goes into betting and shit. Like, the fact that betting is legal, it's legal now to bet. They fucking advertise it. They show you the over-unders. They show you this. They show you the yards that somebody's gonna... Like, that's not weird to you all? Like, that's crazy. There was a stat. This isn't about betting, but there was a stat before the Eagles and Dallas game. I saw it on Twitter. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I don't know the exact stat, but this is a little synopsis. Basically, the reffing crew that reffed Dallas and Philly this last week favored the Eagles in penalties. Like, penalized the team that they're playing way more. And the Eagles had a certain record with said crew. But we still got penalized a lot. I think it was 10-8. So that definitely isn't an excuse. It's definitely not. The refs won because we got penalized more. So, and on some bullshit calls once again, just like the last game. But hey, we got the W, and that's great. I love to see Nick Sirianni sad and upset. People. I don't like him. I don't. He might be a cool guy. I don't know. I don't care. But he's just, for me, Philadelphia is such a shit city. The whole state, really. That the reason why they're so passionate about their team is because they have nothing else going for them. Philadelphia is a shit city. It's a shit city. And I live in a shit city. But Philadelphia and Pennsylvania and all them cities, they're shit cities. And that's all they have is the Eagles. And Nick Sirianni comes in and claims like he's not from Philly. I don't know, but I feel like he's not from Philly. So for me, I feel like if you're trying to claim something somewhere that you're not from, most of the time people have a problem with that. Am I right or am I wrong? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But listen, Cowboy Nation, we're sitting good. We've got a tough stretch coming. Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, Washington. Good teams. This NFL, you never know what can happen. I don't know. Sorry for the yawn. I'm tired. Cowboy Nation, Swaggy Nation, peace.